A screenshot shows a single sentence. I had too much to drink, you take the kids. That one image lands in a custody file, and suddenly a weekend plan becomes a credibility question. One cropped line, no context, and overnight your parenting gets reinterpreted. Welcome to Dannis Den. Today we dive into the bits of life most of us carry on our phones. Texts, photos, location tags, and the stories they end up telling. Let's chat. Why should you care? Because these tiny digital moments become evidence, for better or worse. So how do you make sure your digital trail protects your relationships and your rights instead of harming them? I want to give you real, copyable steps you can use tonight.
Quick question. When was the last time you assumed a DM would stay private? Most of us. Screenshots travel. So here's a short rule of thumb. Assume anything you send or post could be seen by someone important someday. A judge, a teacher, a future partner. That assumption changes how you write messages and post photos.
If you're dating after a separation, be intentional. You don't need to be robotic, but be mindful about introducing new partners to the family online before you do it in person. And when it comes to consent and safety, clear text is helpful. It creates a record that shows boundaries were discussed, not assumed.
2 tiny message templates you can copy right now. For logistics, drop off Saturday 10 a.m. at the park. I will be there until 11:15. For consent/boundaries, I prefer photos of the kids only with my permission. Please check first. Use the exact wording. Short, factual lines reduce misinterpretation.
And a short text you can send when you start dating. I'm seeing someone. I want them to meet the kids in person first before sharing photos online. Thanks for understanding. It's calm, respectful, and shows you're thinking about the kids' privacy. Now, let's talk about what judges actually look at. They're not chasing a single image. They're looking for patterns and context. Is there repeated conduct? Do posts show unsafe environments? Are messages hostile during exchanges? Those patterns matter more than an isolated, explainable photo. A handful of examples I see all the time. Weekend party photos used to question parenting reliability, location tags showing someone where they said they weren't, and group chats that become public evidence of poor communication. Simple traps, but preventable with a little foresight. If something matters legally, preserve the original. Screenshots are handy, but originals keep metadata, true timestamps, sometimes device info, and embedded location data. That metadata can make the difference between this is real and this could be fake.
Platform-specific plain English tips. iMessage. If you have a Mac, use messages to save or print a conversation. Otherwise, back up your phone and keep the backup. WhatsApp. Use export chat and email the archive to yourself. Choose to include media if it's important. Facebook/Meta. Download your data or take a direct screenshot of the original post and note the URL. Google Location. Check timeline.google.com and download your location history for the relevant dates. These aren't perfect for every case, but they're practical first steps. A short, non-technical chain of custody note you can keep. Label the file or screenshot with the date you saved it, the device it came from, and who had access. For example, saved 2026-07-15 from iPhone XR, Danielle, backed up to Google Drive folder, evidence. Keep the originals and store a copy in a second place, a cloud folder or an external drive. Please hear me. Do not edit or fabricate messages. Altering digital evidence is illegal and will destroy your credibility. If you think something needs professional handling, contact an attorney or a digital forensics pro. It's not dramatic to ask for help. It's responsible. For immediate privacy steps tonight, lock your phone with a strong passcode, enable 2-factor authentication for email and social accounts, and review apps that have location access. On family group chats, create a short logistics template. Date, time, location, who drives, and keep feelings out of that thread. Treat it like a calendar invite thread, not a therapy session. A tiny piece of empathy here. Digital life can feel relentless and unfair. If you see something used against you, step back before you react. Take a screenshot for your records. Note the context in a short log. and then get advice. A measured response preserves credibility and your peace of mind.
Okay, let's put this into a real-life weekend scene. Picture an Eagles tailgate or a Sunday Yankees game you make a family tradition. Shared calendar invites that show kids at game, pick up 6 p.m., plus a couple of family photos in a private album paint a picture of stability. Those are the kinds of positive artifacts that help tell the story you want judges and family to see. But a group chat that devolves into blame about pickups, that can be used to show poor communication. My rule: keep logistics short and factual. If an emotional reaction is needed, take it offline or into a private message. You preserve the routine and avoid creating a record that makes you look reactive. Curious. And on the softer side, music and playlists matter. That song that plays on the way to every game becomes part of your family's story. A playlist with dated entries can corroborate routines when paired with photos and calendar entries. It's not forensic science, but it's human evidence. Memories anchored in sound. Before we close, a quick copyable checklist. 1. Back up your device tonight. iCloud, Google Backup, or a local backup. 2. Export or archive important chats using the app's built-in tools when available. 3. Preserve originals and write a one-line note about collection date and source. 4. Limit public posts about sensitive family matters and use private albums. 5. Use short logistics templates in family chats. 6. Consult an attorney before filing anything in court. If any of this feels stressful, and I know it can, it's okay to pause and get support from a friend, counselor, or an attorney. Protecting your kids and your rights doesn't mean doing it alone. Be ethical, be honest, and ask for help when evidence collection gets complicated. Thanks for listening to Dannis Den. If you have a specific legal issue you want help with, send me a direct message or email Danielle@thelegalassistancecenter.net to book a free 30-minute consultation, and we'll see if I can help. If you found this useful, subscribe to Dannis Den for weekly conversations about law, love, sports, and music. Let's chat.